we the ones who late. Now family, we the ones who gotta delegate. Get that money in the power, never be fake. Stick to cosign for 3. What did he say? Create jobs, support our own. Educate the same and buy back your home. Got 3 degrees, triple 10. 3 PhDs, now we on the CNN. DBTV, let's talk about negligence. Ignorance is bliss, but we can turn it to intelligence. Believe none of what you hear, half of what you see. Let's break it down here on Dr. Boyce TV. Here we are.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com, where we do daily financial news and commentary from a black perspective. I want to say hello to everybody who's on the YouTube channel, which is theblackfinancialchannel.com. Also, everybody who's following us on Instagram, where you can follow at the Black Financial Channel. I want to talk really quickly about something that is happening in the market that is really interesting, something everybody should know about. I hope you guys are investors. I hope that you're investing consistently because you're kind of seeing something pretty amazing happening in the market right now. You guys know my background. I'm a finance professor. My PhD's in finance, so I like to look at the data. And I remember in grad school when we would write research papers on and study the literature on stock splits. Stock splits like the split that Apple did, the split that Tesla did. The theory was that a stock split in itself was not supposed to actually do anything for the stock. A stock split is supposed to mean nothing, right? It's literally supposed to be like taking a pizza that's chopped into 4 slices and simply slicing it into 8 slices instead of 4. Well, you don't have more pizza. It's the same pizza. It's just chopped into different pieces. Well, that's just not proving to be true, at least based on the most recent data, and it's also not true in specific context. So I want to talk about Apple and Tesla stock, not just because I think it's really an interesting case study, but also because I'm damn happy because I'm a shareholder in Apple and Tesla, and it's been raining in my house, raining dollar bills. Anyway, let's get it cracking. Some of y'all actually are Apple owners. I hope that you are. If you're one of my students, we were talking about Apple, and I mentioned Apple before. We've also talked about the ratings analyst reports on Tesla, and I told you guys I was buying Tesla back in the day. And it's just great. But then again, I bought Tesla because I like Elon Musk. I think he's just great for the world. I love the idea of a billionaire who wants to go to Mars. I just think that's the coolest thing ever. So anyway, let's hit the thumbs up button if you haven't done it yet. Please hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. And if you haven't learned to buy your first share of stock or you want free information from the Black Business School, just go to firstshareofstock.com. That's firstshareofstock.com. But just know we keep it 100% black. We're building black wealth for the black community. Doesn't mean you have to be black to be there, but the black community is our top priority. So just know that that's our number one problem we're solving. So here are some reasons why stock splits are theoretically something that could lead to a rise in the stock price. The first one is what they might call liquidity, right? Liquidity says that if the price of the stock is lower, then your trading is going to be more active, more liquid. It's going to be easier for people to buy the stock and get in and out of the stock. And I can completely get that. And that was really true back in the day. I don't think it's just true now, particularly because you have things like fractional shares. So people can trade your stock if they can't afford the price. So if Google's trading at, $1,500 and Amazon's trading at $3,000, you can be an owner in Google and Amazon without actually having to buy a whole share of Google and Amazon. It's like Bitcoin. You don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin in order to invest in Bitcoin. You can buy $25 worth of Bitcoin, even if the price of Bitcoin is $10,000. The second theory is that there's what they call the signaling effect. There are some who believe that when a company splits a stock, that's the management's way of signaling, wink, wink, that that good times are on the horizon. We're not going to split our stock so that the price can drop, and then we'll be more embarrassed. We'll make ourselves look smaller. We're making our price look smaller because we believe our price is going to be bigger. So there are some investors who say, oh, they're splitting their stock. That means they must think that the price is going to go up. Managers know more than investors do. So when managers split their stock, some people see that as a positive signal for the stock price. A third theory is what they call the clientele effect, which says that when you trade within a certain range, you're attracting a particular clientele to invest in your stock. And so Warren Buffett, for example, if you look at some of the Berkshire Hathaway shares, they're like $20,000. And some would argue that he does that because he doesn't want everybody to own shares of his company. But again, with fractional shares, I think some of that goes out the window. But there is kind of that clientele effect in terms of who's going to be attracted to your stock, right? It's just like, in dating, some people are attracted to classy women. Some people are attracted to not so classy women. Some people are, some ladies like tall men, athletic men. Some ladies like intelligent men, right? So it kind of, it's not that one man is better than the other. It's that you have different preferences, right? So clientele effect says that when the price drops, there's a certain clientele that's going to be more attracted to that lower price stock, which I've seen evidence of that. I've had students that really want to buy the penny stocks and stuff like that, which is not a good idea, by the way. So that does hold water. There's two more pieces to this that I think might be playing a part in why Apple and Tesla have taken off. Two pieces. One is that when your share prices are lower, it creates an easier avenue through which people can trade in your options. If you have a stock that has a high price, the options are really expensive because you have to trade options in blocks of 100. So, buying a call option on Tesla stock is ridiculously expensive. It might be $8,000, $10,000 or whatever. So by doing a stock split, you're reducing the cost of getting in on the options game. The options game is a big part of the reason why so many people are trading stocks right now. A lot of young people are jumping in. They want the options because the options, it's like if you think about drugs, owning stock, I guess, might be like smoking weed or using cocaine, which I don't use drugs at all, so I'm not endorsing drugs, but just doing it for comparison's sakes. But the options are like crack. The crack is cheaper, it's faster, you can get the high faster, right? But it also can kill you and turn you into an addict. So you're going faster down the highway, but you're more likely to crash. But yeah, I believe that the shift in the options market, the increased liquidity in stock option trading as a result of the split is part of what's boosting the price. Options markets increase the demand for a stock. So I think that that's playing a big part in this. Also, there's that other piece of just attention. When you split your stock, you're going to be in the headlines of all the financial publications. Everybody's going to be talking about your company. A lot of investors, particularly retail investors, they're not included in what is called the smart money. The smart money is like the fund managers who manage $10 billion in assets or whatever. So they're more patient, they're more careful. They engage in what I share with my students. We call this OPP. OPP means stands for opportunity, patience, and perspective. Like opportunity, patience, and perspective. That's how you become a great long-term investor. You got to be down with OPP, but a lot of people aren't down with OPP. They're down for whatever they see. And so basically, what you have with investors is that this extra attention will increase demand. People will say, oh, there's that company, I'm going to go buy their stock. And I don't care what anybody says, increased demand, more cash going to a stock is typically going to boost the price. There's a lot of theories that say, oh, that's not true and shouldn't be true. I never bought any of those theories in grad school. I don't buy those theories now. So these are some thoughts just quickly, just in terms of what scrolls through my mind on why Apple and Apple and Tesla have been shooting up. Since the stock splits, I believe Apple has gone up 20% and Tesla, I remember Tesla was trading at 14 something before they split, and now they're closing in on 1,700. So there's something to be said about that. A lot of companies are likely going to be looking at splits. I believe Amazon at some point is going to split. They're $3,000 a share. A lot of people want to get involved in that. It's a great company, great management. I wouldn't be surprised if Google looks at a split. I think a lot of companies are going to start thinking about splitting, particularly since they've seen this boost in the stock price. So it's like this extra gas in your tank that you can use, an extra rocket booster. You can push that booster button to give your stock a little spark. Almost like a bad marriage where your people have a baby because it makes the marriage better for like another year, but then you go back to whatever you were before. So don't have a baby just so you can have a better marriage. A lot of times it doesn't work. But anyway, that's it, guys. I just wanted to share that thought with you. Make sure you subscribe to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. Also, if you want a free e-copy of my book is called, one of them is called It Takes a Village to Raise the Bar. And it's all about Black America and how wealth and economics can play a part in our success as a people. If you'd like a free copy, I'm giving it away for free. So it's been downloaded over 100,000 times. Go to allblackeconomics.com. That's allblackeconomics.com. So take care, guys. Have a good day. Thank you for listening. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Here we are, clanting the isms, cataclysm great. Our people out here struggling, trying to make it in this state. Everybody out here doing it, but we the ones who late. Now family, we the ones who gotta delegate. Get that money in the power, never be fake. Stick to cosign for 3. What did he say? Create jobs, support our own. Educate the same and buy back your home. Got 3 degrees, triple 10. 3 PhDs, now we on the CNN. DBTV, let's talk about negligence. Ignorance is bliss, but we can turn it to intelligence. Believe none of what you hear, half of what you see. Let's break it down here on Dr. Boyce TV.